Welcome back to Today we will learn about the explosive developments that will rock Salem to its very core as the EJ shooting trial reaches its earth-shattering conclusion next week. The dramatic events unfolding from August 25th to 29th will leave every resident of Salem questioning everything they thought they knew about justice, family loyalty, and the devastating power of buried secrets. Kristen's desperate gambit, a mother's ultimate sacrifice. The courtroom drama reaches fever pitch when Kristen DiMera makes the most shocking decision of her tumultuous life. In a moment of pure maternal desperation, our beloved villain-turned-protective mother will stand before the judge and jury to deliver a confession that will send shockwaves through the DiMera family dynasty. Kristen's explosive outburst in court isn't just another one of her signature dramatic moments. It's a calculated move born from the deepest wells of motherly love and terror. Sources reveal that Kristen's confession strategy involves claiming full responsibility for pulling the trigger that nearly ended EJ's life. This isn't merely a spur-of-the-moment decision driven by courtroom theatrics, but rather a meticulously planned maternal shield designed to protect the most precious thing in her world, her daughter Rachel. The psychological complexity of Kristen's character shines through as she weighs the devastating choice between her own freedom and her child's innocence. The ripple effects of this confession extend far beyond the courtroom walls, creating a web of deception that threatens to entangle every member of the DiMera clan. Kristen's willingness to sacrifice her own future demonstrates the profound transformation she's undergone from ruthless schemer to devoted mother, showcasing the writer's brilliant character development that has redefined her role in Salem's intricate social fabric. Rachel's psychological battlefield. The mind's protective fortress. Young Rachel Black finds herself trapped in a psychological labyrinth of her own mind's making, as dissociative amnesia serves as both her salvation and her prison. The traumatic weight of accidentally shooting EJ has created a mental fortress around the devastating truth, protecting the innocent child from memories too overwhelming for her young psyche to process. This sophisticated storytelling approach explores the realistic psychological consequences of childhood trauma while maintaining the soap opera's signature dramatic intensity. The recent introduction of Foster's mysterious book about a young heroine with a key locked in her mind serves as more than just a simple plot device. This symbolic narrative tool represents the writer's clever metaphorical approach to Rachel's internal struggle, suggesting that the key to unlocking her buried memories lies within her own subconscious mind. The book becomes a psychological roadmap that may guide Rachel back to the traumatic truth she's desperately trying to forget. Marlena's professional expertise becomes crucial as she navigates the delicate balance between helping Rachel recover her memories and protecting her fragile mental state. The veteran psychiatrist understands that forcing these memories to surface too quickly could cause irreparable psychological damage, creating a therapeutic tightrope walk that adds medical authenticity to the dramatic storyline. Rachel's journey represents a masterful blend of realistic trauma psychology and compelling soap opera storytelling. Philip Kiriaki's romance blooms amid family chaos. While Salem's attention focuses on the courtroom drama, Philip Kiriaki's embarks on an unexpected romantic adventure that promises to reshape his personal landscape. The mysterious new lover entering Philip's life represents more than just another romantic subplot. It's a symbol of renewal and hope for a character who has endured significant personal struggles throughout his Salem journey. This romantic development occurs against the backdrop of family tensions and corporate machinations that continue to define the Kiriakis' legacy. Philip's romantic renaissance comes at a particularly opportune moment, as his family faces increasing pressure from various Salem power players seeking to capitalize on Titan Industries' vulnerabilities. The timing of this new relationship suggests that love may serve as both an escape from family obligations and a source of strength for the challenges ahead. The writers have masterfully positioned this romance to provide emotional balance amid the surrounding chaos, while potentially introducing new conflict dynamics that could affect multiple Salem families. The identity of Philip's new romantic interest remains shrouded in mystery, creating anticipation among viewers who understand that every new relationship in Salem carries the potential for earth-shattering revelations. This calculated secrecy allows the writers to build suspense while preparing the groundwork for future storylines that could interweave with existing family dramas and corporate power struggles. EJ's memory recovery. The truth emerges from darkness. EJ DiMera's gradual memory recovery represents one of the most psychologically complex storylines currently unfolding in Salem. His brain's natural healing process slowly peels back the layers of trauma-induced amnesia, revealing fragments of the truth that will ultimately expose the shocking reality of his shooting. The medical accuracy of this memory recovery process adds credibility to the dramatic storyline while maintaining the soap opera's signature emotional intensity. The hypnosis sessions with Marlena have already yielded crucial revelations, particularly EJ's subconscious recognition that his shooter was female. This breakthrough moment eliminates Johnny from suspicion, while opening new avenues of investigation that lead directly to the heart-wrenching truth about Rachel's involvement. EJ's journey from victim to unwitting participant in a family cover-up demonstrates the complex moral landscape that defines the DiMera family dynamic. The emotional weight of EJ's recovered memories extends beyond personal vindication to encompass his role as both uncle and family patriarch. His growing awareness of Rachel's accidental involvement creates an impossible moral dilemma between seeking justice and protecting an innocent child who never intended to cause harm. This internal conflict showcases Dan Feuerriegel's range as an actor while exploring the nuanced ethics of family loyalty versus legal responsibility. The trial's shocking conclusion. Justice redefined. Johnny DiMera's trial reaches its climactic conclusion with revelations that will fundamentally alter how Salem residents understand justice, family loyalty, and the price of protecting innocent children. The jury's deliberations, overseen by the unexpected Foreman Leo Stark, create additional dramatic tension while highlighting the community's investment in this case's outcome. The trial's resolution promises to satisfy viewers' desire for justice while acknowledging the complex moral questions surrounding childhood trauma and accidental violence. The legal proceedings expose the inadequacies of the justice system when confronted with cases involving child perpetrators and family dynamics that defy traditional legal frameworks. Belle Black's role as defense attorney becomes particularly challenging as she navigates the ethical minefield of defending an innocent client while protecting a child whose accidental actions started this entire legal nightmare. Her professional expertise meets maternal instinct as she works to ensure justice serves all innocent parties involved. The courtroom's final moments will redefine relationships throughout Salem, as family members grapple with the devastating truth about Rachel's involvement while celebrating Johnny's vindication. This bittersweet resolution demonstrates the writer's sophisticated understanding of how legal victories can simultaneously represent personal defeats for other family members, creating the emotional complexity that makes soap opera storytelling so compelling. Johnny and Chanel. Relief turns to new challenges. The young DiMera couple's celebration of legal vindication proves short-lived as new scandals threaten to overshadow their moment of triumph. Johnny and Chanel's relief at the trial's conclusion represents just the beginning of their journey together, as the writers prepare new obstacles designed to test their relationship's strength and resilience. Their upcoming challenges promise to explore different aspects of their partnership while maintaining the dramatic tension that keeps viewers invested in their romantic future. The timing of their new scandal suggests that Salem's writers understand the importance of maintaining momentum in romantic storylines, never allowing couples to enjoy extended periods of happiness without introducing fresh conflicts. This storytelling approach ensures that Johnny and Chanel's relationship continues evolving while providing opportunities for character development and dramatic growth that will serve future storylines. Next week's episodes promise to deliver the resolution Salem residents have been desperately awaiting, while simultaneously opening new narrative pathways that will define the show's direction for months to come. The EJ shooting trial's conclusion represents more than just legal closure. It marks a transformative moment for multiple Salem families as they confront the complex realities of love, loyalty, and the devastating consequences of protecting those we hold most dear. Next, welcome back, dear viewers, to another emotional and tension-filled day in Salem. Today's episode of Days of Our Lives, airing Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, delivers a mix of family desperation, romance tinged with laughter, and troubling suspicions that threaten to pull old wounds wide open again. From Kristen's heart-wrenching pleas to EJ, to Steve's relentless digging into Philip's tangled past, to Stephanie and Alex's playful yet revealing moments. The day is packed with drama that reminds us why Salem has always been a town where secrets can't stay buried for long. EJ and Kristen, a desperate family at the breaking point. The DiMera mansion has seen countless betrayals, lies, and heartbreak. But today, it becomes the setting for one of the most painful standoffs yet. EJ DiMera, always a man who prides himself on being both calculating and controlled, finds himself cornered by his sister Kristen. The two are united by one thing above all: their desperate need to protect their children. Kristen, her voice trembling and her eyes wide with fear, begs EJ not to call the police. She knows what's at stake. If authorities are involved, it isn't just about the law anymore. It's about family loyalty, about DiMera blood, and about how far one is willing to go to shield a child from ruin. Kristen insists that if they keep everything in the family, they can find another way out. She clings to EJ's arm, pleading with him to think twice. But EJ, hardened by years of manipulation and betrayal, sees no other option. The weight of responsibility has always hung heavy on his shoulders, and now it feels unbearable. He quietly reminds her that if they don't act, the fallout will be even worse. This isn't about power plays anymore. It's about doing what he believes is necessary to protect not only their children, but the family name itself. Kristen breaks down in tears, begging him to reconsider. Yet the silence in EJ's eyes tells her what she already knows. His decision is final. Steve Johnson, old instincts and new suspicions. Meanwhile, across town, Steve Patch Johnson is back in investigator mode. And once again, Salem is better for it. When Steve starts asking questions, it's never idle curiosity. There's always a reason, and more often than not, he's right. This time, Steve is focusing his sharp instincts on Philip Kyriakis. Though Philip has worked hard to rebuild his life and reputation, shadows from his past still cling to him, and Steve isn't willing to let things slide without answers. Philip's recent behavior, especially his suspicious glances at Gabby, has raised more than a few red flags. Why is he watching her so closely? What does he think she's hiding? Gabby herself seems on edge, though she's no stranger to suspicion. She has survived Salem's dangerous web before, but Steve's questions threaten to stir up secrets she hoped had long been buried. The tension thickens as Steve begins piecing together inconsistencies in Philip's story, and soon it becomes clear that whatever truth he uncovers may be more explosive than anyone is ready to handle. Stephanie and Alex, laughter, love, and the shadows of the past. While Salem's power players wrestle with matters of loyalty, crime, and secrets, Stephanie Johnson is busy with her own project, working on the logistics of her murder mystery novel. Her creative spirit fills the air with a mix of imagination and playful energy, and in a moment of levity, she aims a finger gun at Alex Kyriakis as he enters the living room. Bang! She jokes, and Alex, caught off guard but amused, raises his hands in surrender. Their flirtatious banter quickly turns into something more heartfelt. Alex notices Stephanie's romance novel and teases her, slipping an arm around her in a playful embrace. For a brief moment, the couple seems lost in their own world, until reality intrudes in the form of business. Alex admits he's come with a request, not for himself, but at the urging of Xander. Titan DiMera faces a looming public relations nightmare if Philip's scandal ever sees the light of day. Xander, never one to let a storm pass quietly, has tasked Alex with asking Stephanie for help in controlling the fallout. Alex knows it's a lot to ask. He gently tells her that if she isn't comfortable, he'll understand. Stephanie hesitates, visibly conflicted. She makes it clear she isn't doing it for Xander, but rather for Alex, whose sincerity she can't ignore. Later, the conversation turns personal. Alex opens up about the infamous frat boy prank from his college days, the foolish stunt that ended with a police record her father had recently unearthed. Instead of being upset, Stephanie laughs and tells him she'll use it as inspiration for her next story. Their laughter fills the room, and for a moment, the weight of Salem's darker problems feels far away. But Stephanie isn't done with her teasing. Disappearing down the hallway, she reemerges in a toga, adding a playful spark to their date. With a mischievous smile, she tosses the sheet back at Alex, a symbolic reminder that beneath the laughter and romance lies a vulnerability they are both still learning to navigate. A town where secrets never sleep. As the day closes in Salem, 3 stories unfold in parallel. Kristen's desperate attempt to sway EJ, Steve's quiet but relentless investigation, and Stephanie and Alex's balancing act between love and truth. Each thread is connected, not by circumstance alone, but by the underlying truth that in Salem, secrets are never safe for long. EJ's decision to involve the police may fracture his already fragile bond with Kristen. Steve's questions about Philip may unearth a scandal that could bring down more than one family. And Stephanie's willingness to help Alex might drag her into a world of corporate scandal that could threaten the playful innocence of their romance. It is this intricate weaving of love, loyalty, betrayal, and hope that keeps days of our lives alive after so many years. For longtime viewers, today's episode reminds us once again, the heart of Salem may be filled with love, but it beats strongest when tested by secrets.